Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Winfield.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, UVA. It is a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here tonight at the University of Virginia, and a real honor. Before I get into the remarks that I've prepared for everyone tonight, I want to tell you, first of all, that although you served barbecue and hot dogs, this is a steak and lobster first-class event. You need to put your hands together. This is one of the nicest collegiate sports dinners in the country. You ought to be proud of yourself, definitely. I want to say that I'd read a lot about the University of Virginia. I'd never been here before. I used to do business up north, or it was in Norfolk, Virginia Beach area, and we've had a successful business, Burger King, for many years, and I had a lot of friends here in Virginia. In fact, I was very happy to see a couple of my friends and colleagues from Virginia. My man Courtney Pollard and his son, who's going to school here getting his MBA and PhD. Stand up, Courtney. For a person to put that much effort into their education and contributions, congratulations, young man. Knew him when he was 12 years old. Glad to see him doing well. So it's good to see so many people here. And it's wonderful to learn about the heritage of this school. I'm telling you, you have to be proud of this. Thomas Jefferson, Walter Reed, Edgar Allan Poe, Ralph Sampson, Mark Reynolds, Zimmerman. You have a lot of people that have gone to this institution. You have high standards, and you have a wonderful baseball team. And in the 8th year of this Step Up to the Plate program, man, you got to give your coach, Brian O'Connor, a lot of credit. Put your hands together for the coach. He's turned this program into a nationally renowned program. You're doing a great job. And Coach Kevin McMullen, Assistant Coach of the Year in the country. You're doing a great job. So you guys are doing a wonderful job with the kids here. You have a great program to learn from and grow from. Keep it up, young people. You know, when I was asked to come to speak to this group, I thought about, okay, what can I relay to this group of people? You know, being a baseball player, Hall of Famer, baseball executive today, television analyst, family man. I said, I always have a unique story to tell. I have a unique background. Some of the things I want to share with you today, and overall, I hope what you get out of this, I call the remarks today, winning it all and living a Hall of Fame life. And I hope that you'll take to heart some of the things that I have to share with you. You know, you all have watched TV, read the newspapers this year for famous people, whether they were politicians, sportsmen, swimmers, coaches. It was a bad year. It really was. They weren't on their job, they weren't living by the right principles, and people have come down really hard on them. And we wonder where our heroes are. We wonder where our role models are. We wonder where our mentors are. It's difficult. It's difficult to find nowadays. But that road to fame is a toll road. There's a price to pay. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. You get the best of the best when they know who you are, and the worst of the worst if you do wrong. So you got to think about it. Everybody needs to know it's not like the old days with technology and innovation and all the media outlets, and people are looking for stories. You don't have a private life. So it's really best to try to keep your life on the right track, do the right thing, so you don't have to think about what you said or what you did, and you live your life And, you know, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but that's the life that you want to try to lead. And I want to give you some principles and ideas of what I live by. For those who don't know me, I was born on a very interesting day, October 3rd, 1951. Everybody knows that when it's Giants win the pennant, the Giants win the pennant. And then you heard the name that I have, Win and Field. So perhaps it was destiny that I was going to do something in baseball. I was very fortunate. We had the playground a half a block away. I had a brother who loved the game, and I used to love everything about the sport. But I didn't know what I was going to be or what I was going to do. I remember the first day that I asked my mom for my first baseball glove. She said, "What hand do you want it for?" I said, "I want it for my right hand. I'm right-handed." She brings home a glove. It's for a lefty. I'll show you what I knew about baseball in the beginning. But we played all the time. It was my love. It was my heart. It has been my life. It has given me the opportunity to get a higher education, travel the world, meet people, stay physically fit, and just live my dream. And so I'm just one in a million, and I'm going to give you some of that story. By the time I played baseball through high school, and when I finished high school, 6'3", 195, pretty good athlete, basketball, baseball, and I'm drafted by the Baltimore Orioles. And they came to me, and I was smiling because, you know, no one in my family had preceded me. This had never happened to anyone. And they said, "Have we got a deal for you? We got $500 and a bus ride to Winfield, West Virginia." I said, "Man, no way. I'm going to the University of Minnesota." So I went there, and I just like to tell the young people in here who are even contemplating going to college, it's one of the best experiences in your life. Those 4 years meant so much to me. Just what you learn, how you travel, how you grow up, how you become more worldly. It was just a great experience. I'd recommend it for anyone who has the inclination to do so. Finished 4 years there, and all of a sudden, 6'5.5", 6'6", 230, pitching, hitting, running. And then I was drafted. I was a #1 draft pick by the Padres and all the other people. And I just had a choice to make, and my opportunity was to play baseball. I took it, grabbed it, ran with it, but I never knew I was going to accomplish all that I'd accomplished. For those, like I said in the video introducing me, I never knew what I was going to accomplish. And like I told the young people, the players on the team, while we were in the back room before we came out, I said, I didn't know what I was going to accomplish. Although I was a professional, and you're getting a professional paycheck and salary, I knew nothing. I kept my mouth shut, talked to the guys who had been there, who were successful. I tried to model myself after them, how they conducted themselves, how they played well on the field. I asked a lot of questions. I came out early. I practiced diligently. I ate correctly. And I said to myself, I'm just going to give it the best that I have as long as I can, and we'll see what happens. And I was blessed. I had my health. I played for 22 years, 6 teams, both coasts, both countries, both leagues, and 12 all-star games, 3 trips to the World Series, won one, lost one, and was injured in one. And years later, I made it to the Hall of Fame. It's been a wonderful ride. It's been a great experience, and I'm always blessed to be able to just tell people about part of that athletic experience. When I went to the major leagues, I was 50% pitcher, 50% everyday player. And I asked them what they wanted me to do. They said, why don't you play outfield? So I did that. The only regret I may have is that I never got a chance to get back on that mound, drop down on somebody and strike them out. And I have no pictures, no recollection of that. So that was one thing I missed out in the major leagues, but I didn't miss much else. The lessons, and there's a lot of little lessons that I want to give to the young people here. If you think you know it all, you're in trouble.